Hello Bookworm family, welcome back to my channel. I'm Danny. If you're new, go ahead and hit that subscribe button down below. Don't forget to turn on the notification bell so you know when I post a new video. And if you are not already following me on Instagram, it is at Danny's Book Corner 2018 and I will link that down below. So today, I'm gonna do my first, well, it's not really my first vlog because I've done vlogs before, but I'm gonna do my first vlog of the new year. I did say I was gonna do one vlog a month. I think it's just a little something different and you guys get to kind of see inside my life a little bit more. So here's the thing. It is actually 2:30 in the morning on Saturday. So this is normal for me. I literally effectively did not sleep at all Thursday night, Friday, during the day. So I got home from work yesterday, ended up going to sleep at 8 when the kids went to sleep. And now I'm up and it's 2:30 in the morning. It's almost 3 in the morning actually, now that I've babbled. But it's, the wee hours of the morning. Normally I won't go to bed till like 3 or 4 in the morning. That's normal for me. So I'm a night owl. But the problem is tomorrow, well, today, so confusing. But Saturday mornings, my classes start at 9. So I try to sleep a little bit the night before. I don't have my 9 o'clock soloist tomorrow, so I technically don't start till 9:30, but I have to go in at 9 because one of my dances is using a shopping cart this year. And I had to clean out the shopping cart from our Christmas recital because they did like a little snippet of it at the Christmas recital, and now we just put all the Christmas recital props in there. So I'm gonna go in early tomorrow to clean that out. But anyway, so I slept from 8 till 1 is when I actually woke up. So 8 to 1, and now I'm up as a pup and I can't get back to sleep. So I'm probably gonna be up, to like 6 and then wake up at 8. This is super normal for me, guys. Like, my sleeping sucks. So one of the things that I'm gonna do right now, okay, so there's a couple things I want to do. I want a snack because I went to bed at 8, so I didn't have a snack. Like, I had dinner at 7, so I didn't have a snack, and now I'm hungry. Very hungry. Food is important. You should eat it. It's delicious. I think right now, pull up my laptop and edit and tag, edit the thumbnails that I have on my videos, tag those, so that I can get some more followers, subscribers, watchers, viewers, because I know a lot of younger kids watch my YouTube channel, but they don't have YouTube channels to subscribe. So, and that's the thing too, is I'm not claiming to be a family-friendly channel. So sometimes when people are like, oh, my young kid watches you, I'm like, oh, watch what I say. I never say anything inappropriate, but at the same time, I'm like, some of the books that I read are not family friendly. Some of them are about some stuff. Man. So I do try to watch how I word things. But at the same time, I can't really avoid what some books are about, But yeah, so I want to do that first while I'm having my snack. I don't think it'll take too long. You guys are now going to get the joy of seeing me in my glasses. But also over this weekend vlog, I want to finish, I think, 3, maybe 4 books. What I'm going to do is, this is the one that I'm currently reading. I'm about 60, 70 pages into this one. This is Once Upon a Dream by Liz Braswell. It's part of the Twisted Tales collection, and I am reading this for my TBR, but I'm also reading it for the Friends Challenge that I talked about in my TBR raffle video. But I'd like to finish this one this weekend, and I'd like to finish this one first because I do always try to start the new year with a book from a collection. That's what I was trying to say. So that didn't happen the first year that I started reading because I didn't really start until February, so I kind of just read whatever book I had started the year beforehand, before I was an avid reader. But yeah, so last year I started with the Harry Potter series because that was the collection I was reading, or series I was reading last year. This year I am starting with one of the Twisted Tale books, so I can do this collection this year. And also I'm reading Tom Sawyer on audiobook right now. I have the ebook too, but I am just doing it on audiobook, I think. But that's about 6 hours, so that's not a bad one to just rest to. So I might actually go through and tag my videos while listening to Tom Sawyer. That would be a good idea, because I do want to get through that one this weekend, and I also would like to read Shout by Laurie Halse Anderson this weekend, which is a poetic memoir, so it's kind of an easy read. And then also on top of that, if I can get to it, I'd like to read Bloom, which is my graphic novel, and that's due back on the 11th at the library. So I have about 3 or 4 books that I want to read, so you guys can try to hold me accountable for that, but definitely want to get through this one so that I can officially have read my first book of the year. And honestly, it's an easy read. I just keep falling asleep. And it's not boring. I'm just tired all the time, always. There's not anything wrong with me. I like naps. I was on break for a while. It's you know how it goes. But yeah, I'm gonna get started with editing stuff and listening to Tom Sawyer, I think. So I have my snack. It is an English muffin. It is 3 o'clock in the morning now. No, it's 2:40 in the morning, and I'm having an English muffin. Why? Because I'm an adult and I can. That's why. And I'm hungry. So you should eat when you're hungry. So I'm doing that. So for the new year, well, it was actually my mom's suggestion to give up deep fried foods for the new year until we go to Disney World, because my dad died. My dad was only 67 when he passed away last year. So he was really young. He had a lot of heart problems in his family, and he did not always eat the healthiest. Did his best to take care of himself, but he just grew up not healthy. His family wasn't really healthy eaters. All his family had heart problems and stuff like that. So my mom wants me to give up deep fried food. So also in this vlog, you'll see what I eat over the weekend, because I'm also struggling with this, because you guys are seeing this probably 3 weeks after I film it, but today is actually only January 4th. So it's just hit the new year. And I'm already struggling. So we'll see. We'll see how this goes. We'll see. But yeah, so I'm going to do this editing now, and I'm going to turn on Tom Sawyer. I am listening to the audiobook on YouTube. So this is by the Greatest Audiobooks YouTube channel. And it looks like this. That's the screen as you listen to it. And the guy's voice is pretty okay. It's not I'm so used to Taylor Jenkins Reid's audiobooks now that it's ridiculous, that I just expect everything to be in a full cast, but not such the life we live. So I am going to listen to this. I'm going to edit. I'm going to eat this English muffin, and I will check in with you when I'm done with all that. Okay, so I just finished chapter 3 of Tom Sawyer. So far so good. I mean, I've read it before, so I already know what happens and stuff like that. But I will say, as reading it again, I didn't realize how much foreshadowing there is in the very beginning of the book. Because I read it younger. I mean, I guess I read it once not so young, but I just never realized the foreshadowing ahead of time. But I am 39 minutes and 43 seconds into 6 hours and 46 minutes. Honestly, that doesn't seem great, but it does not take me long to listen to an audiobook. So I am going to turn off some of my lights and just leave my little reading lamp on that's over here. Ignore my very messy nightstand. It's not really actually that messy, but ignore my messy nightstand. But I'm going to leave my reading lamp on, and I am going to read some of Once Upon a Dream, and I'll probably just read this till I fall asleep. Pretty much. So, all right. Not a really weird angle, but it is what it is, because this is my lamp, and this is me, and this is my book. Sound in the background is white noise. I don't know if I'm the only person in the world who literally can't read in silence, but I need some form of noise, always. I focus better with noise, so I just listen to white noise while I read. So like I said, I'm already about 70 pages into Once Upon a Dream. So far, basically what happens in this book is Sleeping Beauty, when the prince kisses her, he ends up falling into a sleep, and she doesn't wake up, and so I'm pretty sure right now she's in her own dreams. It doesn't specifically say that yet, because I feel that's gonna be a big plot twist or whatever. Not really a plot twist, it's gonna be mentioned in the next couple chapters. But basically I think she is in her own dreams, and she's having she's realizing that there's more to life than what she knows. Like, she thinks Maleficent is like a great person who's done her favors, and her parents were evil and the fairies were evil, but Maleficent has taken care of her and stuff like that. But I'm pretty sure she's in a dream universe right now, so I'm gonna keep reading for a little bit. I don't know how much longer I'm gonna read for. I'm pretty up right now, but it's also 3 o'clock in the morning, and I do have to get up at 8 for work, but I've already slept 4 hours, so really, as long as I'm just asleep by like 6, that's fine, right? That's fine. It's totally fine. Please don't have sleep patterns like me. My sleep patterns are horrible. You guys are gonna see that over the next couple days. But right now I'm gonna get into this a little bit more and kind of see how much I can do before I get too tired. Okay, sounds good. So it's now almost 5 in the morning. So I've been up for about 3 hours now. I am going to probably close my eyes for a little bit before I have to go to work, so I don't take like a ridiculously long nap when I get home, just like a little nap when I get home. But I did make it through to page 127 in Once Upon a Dream. I probably would have made it longer, but I decided to take a break and edit the video that's going up this Sunday. The video that I'm recording right now will go up like 2 Sundays from now, I think. But the video that's going up this Sunday needed to be edited. So I decided to do that midway through reading because my eyes were getting tired. So I thought, hey, let's look at a screen for a little bit and then go back to reading. So I did that. And basically what's happened so far is that Aurora has just realized that she's in a dream world, and now she is trying to figure out what is real and what is fake. So it's pretty good so far. I don't hate it. I don't really like the story of Sleeping Beauty. It's never been one of my favorite, but Maleficent has always been one of my favorite villains. So yeah, so I'm gonna go to sleep for a little bit, and I will see you guys in the morning. Bye. Good morning. I'm very tired. So I didn't end up falling asleep until almost 7, and it's now 8:30. I was supposed to be up a half an hour ago, but I don't have my first soloist this morning, and I was like, you know what? I'm not gonna rush because I don't think the shopping cart's gonna take me a half an hour to clean up. So I hit snooze a couple times. So now we're getting up. It's 8:30. I'm going to listen to Tom Sawyer while I get ready. And then I'm going to call an Uber. If you guys don't know, I don't drive. So I have super bad anxiety. So driving just is not something that I am capable of at this point in my life. So I am going to call an Uber. I'm going to have it drop me off at Taco Bell, because Taco Bell is right next to the dance studio, and I have like $50 worth of Taco Bell gift cards from like Christmas, like from like my students and stuff like that, which is awesome. And surprisingly, Taco Bell has really good breakfast, plus they have gigantic glasses that you can get Mountain Dew in. Just like life. So I'm gonna go do that, and then from Taco Bell I walk to the studio because it's literally right there. And I'm going to clean out the shopping cart, and then my first soloist comes at 9:30. So gotta get that done. All right, I'll check in later. So I'm officially at the dance studio. It's raining out, and I literally only walked maybe like a block and a half's worth, maybe. I don't know how to measure stuff. But I am soaked from the little tiny walk that I just took, and it's cold rain too. It's not even warm rain. But now I am going to clean out this shopping cart. So let me show you what this looks like. So here's our shopping cart, kindly donated by Big Lots, and then here's all the stuff we've put in it. But I need to be able to use this for one of my dances on Tuesday, so I'm gonna clean this out now while I don't have my soloist today. And we'll kind of have like a little clean and chat with me time, I guess. So, hi, giant unicorn. So you're now being held up by the giant unicorn. So I'm just gonna kind of go through this. So basically, after we have a show, we kind of just throw stuff places, because after a show is usually our break. So then we get back from break and we're like, holy cow, we literally threw stuff places. So going through this to kind of figure out what needs to go where. Okay, so that's crafts. Huh, I didn't even know we had these. That's exciting. But yeah, that's what happens when I clean out the back room. So I have about 15 minutes before kids start showing up. Usually they start coming like 15 minutes early. I don't think it's gonna take me that long, but that's pretty much the time frame I'm working with here. But Saturdays, so Saturday is like recreational kids, so that means they don't compete. However, some of my competition students who compete like hip hop or cheer or other things come and take recreational classes on the weekend because they want to get better in that style, but they don't want to compete. So like I have kids who come and do like ballet and jazz on the weekends for recreational, but they compete hip hop and other stuff, but they just want to get better at the more core classes. But also really cool, we have an acting and improv class that I teach on Saturdays. And that's probably one of my favorite to teach because not only is it dance, but it's singing and acting as well. So I was a huge theater kid growing up. I sang, I danced, I acted, I did everything. I wanted to be a Broadway star, but you know, those who can't do, teach. So here I am. But I love teaching that class because we have such a mix of kids who want to compete and kids who don't want to compete and kids who, oh my goodness, this bag is breaking, and kids who are here because they really want to improve in their acting skills, and like dancing's always kind of been like a secondary thing to them, like they're more actors than they are dancers, and I think that's awesome. It gives them an outlet, it gives them an opportunity, so that's exciting to me. So I gotta figure out the next couple steps in this routine that I'm starting today. So figured I'd just record myself doing what I do. Hey, I'm back. So it is about 3:45? Is it already 3:45? No, that's 2:45. I just can't tell time. It is 2:45, and I am still at the studio. My classes just ended for the day. I work till 2:30. I work 9 to 2:30 on Saturdays, and I have all these scripts. There's like a pile of them down here and a pile over here for my acting and improv class that need to be stapled and organized because they kind of printed out of order. So I'm gonna staple, organize them, and highlight the kids' parts because they did their auditions today and they got their parts today. So I'm going to highlight them. Are they back to back? No, they're not back to back. I don't know what happened with these scripts, guys. They're everywhere. So I'm going to do that now. And then I'm going to Uber to Moe's, and then hopefully it's nice enough. So hopefully it's nice enough. I'm going to Uber to Moe's and then walk home from Moe's. But while I'm sitting here, I'm probably going to listen to some more of Tom Sawyer. And then I'll probably walk home from Moe's listening to Tom Sawyer because it's like right down the road from me. So it's not like a huge walk, but it's enough to get like 5-10 minutes worth of audiobook in. So might as well do it. But yeah. That's what I'm going to do right now, and I'm really tired, so I'm probably also going to take a nap when I get home, but we'll see. Maybe I'll check in with you guys first. All right. Okay, so I just got my Moe's, got my mom some too. I'm walking home. I don't live far, but it's cold out, and it's raining, and it's not pretty out right now. It's not pretty. So I'm going to pop in my headphones, listen to some more of Tom Sawyer while I walk home. I'm at the part where he just pretty much lied to church, saying that he memorized all these Bible verses and he didn't, and then he got a special reward for it, and they like asked him a question of like who the 12 disciples were or something, or like who the first 2 disciples were, and he answered David and Goliath. So that's where I'm at right now. I love this book. It's so cute, and I love how Mark Twain like involved himself in the writing. Like he will say like something like we're gonna close the curtain on this scene to avoid further humiliation or something like that. Or like, if Tom Sawyer was as smart as the author of this book, I think that's so clever and so funny. I do love Mark Twain. So my hands are getting cold, so I'm going to put my hands in my pocket and put my headphones in and listen to Tom Sawyer till I get home. It is so cold out, so cold. Oh my goodness. Okay, my hair is crazy. Don't even pay attention to that right now. Okay, so here's the scoop. So I came home, I ate mimosas, I took a shower, I took a nap. I was woken up from my nap by my mom screaming for my nephew, because he decided to disappear from us all. So we have like this little cat door that attaches to like the fuse box room where their cat litter box is. And my nephew decided to go in there. Then my mom's like, I need your help. And I was like, what? He's out. Like, what do you need my help with? Kind of thing. Our freezer and refrigerator stopped working. So everything melted and leaked all over the ground. And it apparently had been not working for a long time. So then I put the babies to bed, Riley and Jacob to bed, and then I tried to put Ava to bed, and Ava's like, my camera's not working. She has like a little Nest Cam thing. She's like, my camera's not working. I can't sleep. The light is orange. It's not blue. It's orange. That means it's not working. So I'm like, oh my goodness. So she's now on the couch upstairs because she would not sleep in her room. My mom and I are going to play Scrabble, and then maybe I can get back to some reading. Maybe. It's been a night. And this has all happened in maybe the process of like 2 hours. So, but I am about an hour and a half into Tom Sawyer. I am still 127 pages into Once Upon a Dream, and I have not started Shout or Bloom yet. So hopefully tonight, tomorrow, things will get done. Hopefully things will get done. But right now, I'm going to go play some Scrabble with my mom because we both need a mental break and we love Scrabble. So let's go. Okay, so I was gonna go to bed. I really was. It is a little after midnight, and I was like, you know what? I didn't get a good nap. I didn't get a good night's sleep last night. I should go to bed. And then I remembered my laundry's not done yet, so I have to wait for my laundry to finish up. My mom and I played 2 games of Scrabble. I was actually really happy because I broke 300. I've never broken a 300 score before in Scrabble, so I was happy about that. But I have some honey roasted peanuts and my book. And I think I'm going to try to get to page 200 before bed tonight. Seems like a long ways away right now. I am on 134. It doesn't seem that far away. I'm just really tired, guys. Like, ridiculously tired. But I really want to get to 200 tonight because that would only mean I'd have to read 240 tomorrow and finish that puppy up tomorrow. I could start Shout, and I could probably finish Tom Sawyer tomorrow when I needed just, like, a mental break. So, goals, guys. Goals. So, we'll check back in a little bit and see if I finished reading to page 200 or not while I eat these honey roasted peanuts. Say hi. Say hi. So, it's about 3:30 on Sunday. I am about I'm about 2 hours into I'm 184 pages into Once Upon a Dream. And I have this thing in my room. So we're gonna do some getting this out of my room. Yeah, we're gonna get you out of my room. And then we're gonna have a big readathon down here. Can you say bye? Can you say bye? How do you say bye? Say bye. Bye, bye, bye. Yay. So as I'm sitting here reading Once Upon a Dream, I find that there's a giant ink blot in the middle of my book. I don't really know why. I got it at Barnes & Noble, so this is really rare, and I'm definitely upset because like, I don't know, does this happen to other people? Like, has anybody else had this happen? Or like, is that standard for this book? I don't know. Let me know if this has happened to you, because I'm not happy about it. But yeah, I'm on page 212 of Once Upon a Dream, and I am about 2.5 hours into Tom Sawyer, so it's a little after 4, so it shouldn't take me too much longer to finish this one. This is only 440 pages, so yeah, I'm so mad about this. So mad. So it's about 7 o'clock at night on Sunday. I have halfway of Tom Sawyer done, and I only have 100 pages left of Once Upon a Dream. I haven't started Shout. I know I probably won't get to Bloom tonight, but I'm going to finish these next 100 pages probably after I have dinner. So while I eat dinner, I'm just going to bring my dinner down to my room. I'm super, like, my eyes are super tired from reading. I've literally been reading this for, I think, like 2 hours now straight, just not even doing anything else. But I am going to bring my dinner down to my room so I can listen to some more Tom Sawyer while I eat. I'm going to continue listening to Tom Sawyer while I put away my clothes. Then I'm going to finish the last 100 pages on here. I should probably get this done by like 9 o'clock. And then I'm going to jump right into Shout. Shout shouldn't take me more than an hour, hour and a half because it is in poetic format. So it's basically just reading like, I think it's like 200 and something pages of poems. So that should not take long at all. And then I will probably do my reading journal and finish Tom Sawyer while I'm doing my reading journal for Once Upon a Time and Shout. So those are my plans. I haven't really done much today. I did laundry and I read. Once Upon a Time I'm actually really liking. So when I read Part of Your World last year, I didn't care for it too much because basically whatever happened with Ariel, Ursula would also tell you what happened to it. So like it would go back and forth between Ariel and Ursula. This book doesn't do this. This book is only from the point of view. It's not even really from the point of view. It's like it talks about Aurora. So like it's like third person point of view, but just mainly focuses on what's happening with Aurora with like a slight go between with like the fairies and like a slight like what's happening with Maleficent kind of thing, but it really only talks about like what's happening with Aurora. So I like this a lot better. There's also a really good touch of like I just finished a part where like it talks about how depressed she is and how her depression affected her and how she slept a lot even before she was pricked by the curse because of her depression. And I really enjoyed that part. I think that's really, really good take on Sleeping Beauty. So I'm enjoying it so far. I definitely think it's definitely better than Part of Your World, and I'm really enjoying it. I actually wasn't going to read this one first. I was going to read Tales Old as Time, but my mom said I should get this one first. So I'm glad she said that because even though I don't really like Sleeping Beauty, I really love the take of it. And Tom Sawyer, I just got to the part where they decide that they're going to be pirates. So I love Tom Sawyer. If you guys have not read Tom Sawyer, like, I know classics are hard to get through sometimes, but Tom Sawyer really isn't. It's written for kids, so it's very simple language. There's some things that I'm just like, well, yeah, like, we wouldn't say that anymore kind of thing, or like, that wouldn't happen anymore kind of thing, but like, given the time period it was written in, it's really, really a great story, and I'm so in love with it. And it's a nice little break because this one is kind of dark, so like when it's getting a little too dark, even though it's like a fairy tale and stuff like that, it does touch on some dark things. So when it's getting a little too dark, it's nice to take a little Tom Sawyer break and get a giggle out of the trouble that little boy's getting into. But yeah, so I'm gonna go eat, listen to some more Tom Sawyer, and I'll check in later. Okay, so I finished putting away my laundry. I listened to about another 45 minutes of Tom Sawyer, so I'm almost done with that. Have some Oreos. I'm gonna eat that, and I'm gonna finish up the last 100 and something pages of Once Upon a Dream, and then I have Shout right next to me, so I can start it right away as soon as I finish Once Upon a Dream. Plan to finish reading both of those by probably like 11. Can't imagine it taking me too much longer. And then I will do my reading journal for both of those, and while I'm doing my reading journal, finish listening to Tom Sawyer. So those are my current plans. So I will check in with you guys when I finish 1 or 2 or 3 or how many books I read now. Bye. Hello. So it's 10:45, I think, at night. And I just finished Once Upon a Dream. It took me longer than I expected because my friend called, so I answered the phone to talk to her. Oh my goodness, look at this hair. I have like a side poof. Ooh, Wow. But I did answer the phone to talk to my friend because she just got back from like a little mini vacation she wanted to tell me about. But I did kind of cut it short because I wanted to finish this. So basically this book was really good. I think I'm gonna give it a 4-star rating because it wasn't like my favorite book ever. It definitely had some like cliches, like she let out a breath she didn't know she was holding. It was definitely in this book. However, I thought it was a really good metaphor for depression, and kind of straightforward too at some points about how depression can make you and depression can overtake you, and it's kind of like how to fight your own mind kind of thing when like things are at their worst, how you would fight your own mind. So I thought that was really good for a Disney based book about Sleeping Beauty, like not expecting that, and it ended up being really, really good. So I am going to start Shout. I'm going to read this until midnight. I should finish it by midnight, but if not, I am going to take a break from it. But this is by Lori Halls Anderson, and it is about basically, if you know her book, speak about the girl named Melinda who was raped right before she was going into 9th grade. This is apparently Lori Halls Anderson's true story about it. So it is a poetic memoir and kind of what based the book, like what happened to her that based the book. So I am excited to read this. I did go to school with Halls Anderson's stepson. Like, we didn't know each other or anything, but we did graduate in the same class. I just went to a big school, so we like didn't know each other. But Lori Halls Anderson is by far one of my favorite authors. I did hear her speak a couple times. She came to like career day at school and stuff like that. And I absolutely love her books, so I am excited to see kind of the truth behind it. So I'm going to start that now and read it till about midnight and see how far I can get into it. So I'll check in with you guys then. So I am 167 into Shout. I just reached part 2. It's in 2 parts. So I just reached part 2. I am taking a quick listening to Tom Sawyer, having a snack break. It's currently, I think it's just like a little after midnight. This book is longer than I thought it was. It's 300 pages, not 200 pages, so that's why I'm not just pushing through it, because I have a really bad headache too, so I keep like, I realize that my lighting keeps changing because that light behind me. Oh, light, dark, light, dark. Okay, this is what happens when you literally spend all day reading. Okay, but I have like a little bit of a headache, so I'm gonna go get something to eat. I'm gonna listen to Tom Sawyer for like a very short amount of time because I do want to finish Shout so I can do my reading journal tonight before I go to bed. But yeah, it is a little after midnight, and then I'm going to, I have to get up at 7:45 to put the kids on the bus, but then I get to go back to sleep for a little bit before I have to go to work. I have to be to my boss's house at like 2 for us to get to work on time, because we work at a school district tomorrow, and then I go to the studio afterwards. So I'm gonna finish this book. I don't have much to do other than work this week, so I don't mind if I don't get a lot of sleep today or tonight or tomorrow or whatever, because I literally only have to work this week, and I usually work evenings, so it's not that big of a deal to me. But yeah, so I'm gonna take that break, listen to Tom Sawyer, eat my snack, then go back to Shout. So I'll let you know how it ends. Well, I won't let you know how it ends because that would be ruining the ending. But I'll let you know how it is when I get back.
So I've just made myself a peanut butter sandwich, and all of a sudden this came in my room. This is Emma. So technically this is my brother's dog, but she loves anyone who gives her food. But then I also wanted to show you, if you come out of my room, this is Sophie. Sophie sits. Sophie sits on the stairs, especially when it's dark on the stairs. This is Sophie. Sophie's a boy. Yeah, Sophie's a boy named Sophie. But yeah, these are technically my brother and sister-in-law's animals, but they follow me. They follow me a lot. Especially when I have food. Did you want some peanut butter sandwich? Yes. I see. Right. Bye.
So, it is 2 in the morning. I finished Shout a half an hour ago. Kind of been spending the last half an hour just processing it because it was a lot. Basically, it's the story of Lori Halls Anderson, how she came up with Speak. So basically about her own rape, her life as an author, and her life as a censored author, which I thought was really interesting because, you know, we hear about censorship a lot, but we don't really know the authors that it affects. And then it also got into the part about her family, her past, her life in Denmark for a year. Very interesting things. I actually ended up, right after I put it down, processed for a little bit and then wrote a fan message to her because this is the second Lori Halls Anderson book I've read in the last couple months. I have read other books by her, but I read Catalyst last month for the first time, and that book broke me to the point where I was up till 5 in the morning just crying because it broke me so much. So trigger warning for that book. If you are sensitive to any form of loss or grief right now, don't read it. But no, I mean, it was truly a great book, and it was a cry that I needed. But then sitting here reading Shout and seeing the inspirations that she had for not only Speak, but for Twisted and Catalyst and Prom and all these books that she's written. And my mind was just blown to the point where I just needed to chill and process and write to her and just thank her for her words. So I did write to her. But yeah, this book was just amazing, just phenomenal. And it's 2 o'clock in the morning, but I'm not really tired yet. I'm just kind of in disbelief. So I am going to do my reading journal, and I am going to try to listen to the rest of Tom Sawyer. I don't know if I'm going to finish it tonight. I should. It's only 2 hours left, and it usually takes me about an hour a book for my reading journal to make it perfectly perfect in every way, because I'm a little Mary Poppins sometimes. But yeah, so the 2 books that I've read so far have been really good. Shout, I will give a 5 out of 5 stars, because I think any book that I have to sit there and like afterwards is like a 5 out of 5 star. Oh my goodness. One day I'm going to record and have normal hair, guys. Probably not. That's probably a dream, but whatever. This is me, the real me. That's the point of a vlog, right? Is to see the real me. So yes, the real me at 2 a.m. is now going to do her reading journal. I feel like when I started this, it was also at 2 a.m. one night. So I guess 2 a.m. is just my time to be productive. But yeah, I'm going to start on my reading journal. And depending on how far I get into Tom Sawyer, I might check in again and just do a closing then. So for now, bye. So I just finished Adventures of Tom Sawyer. I'm still working on my reading journal. So I'm on Shout right now, and I still gotta do Tom Sawyer's page. But I finished it. Sorry, my voice goes at some point at night. It is currently, let me tell you what time it is. Oh my goodness, I'm dropping things. It is currently 4:09 in the morning. So I'm going to finish doing this reading journal, then I'm gonna go to bed for a couple hours, get the kids on the bus, and then I'm going to go back to sleep until I have to go to work. It's like late afternoon and evening when I work, so it's not like I still get sleep. But yeah, that's gonna be it for this vlog, I think. So I did give Tom Sawyer 5 out of 5 stars. If you don't know what Tom Sawyer is about, I feel like everybody does, but if you don't know what it's about a little boy who is kind of full of mischief, and basically he is just a mischievous little boy who gets into lots of trouble and is constantly getting lost and is constantly causing mischief and stuff like that. So it's just a cute little story. Obviously it was back a long time ago, so there is like racism and stuff in it, but I mean, given the time period, it is what it is. Like, but overall, I think it was a pretty good reading weekend. I had 2 5-star books and 1 4-star book. I got through 3 whole books, which I feel pretty good about. I wish I had started Bloom, but I do have a long Uber ride tomorrow night that I can read bloom during, so. But yeah, that's gonna be the wrap up for my first vlog of the new year. So I will vlog again in February, unless something really exciting comes up that I feel the need to vlog for. But I will do other videos. As I said, I'm posting one a week, but they won't be vlog style. They'll be like challenge or something else. I haven't really decided what I'm doing yet. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching this. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you got some book inspiration or just got a little glimpse into a weekend in the life of a dance teacher and a bookworm. And this was a mild weekend for me, guys. Usually I have something going on Sundays, so this was nice that I had Sundays off where I could just read, but I will vlog one weekend that I'm busy, probably like I will probably vlog competition weekend at some point. I think our first competition's in April, but I might also vlog like a different performance, like we do performance like Crunch Game, which is like a hockey game near me and stuff like that. So maybe I'll vlog those. We'll see. We'll see how crazy things are. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. Bye!